Rajesh woke before the sun. This was his routine. He made tea for his wife, Lata. He packed lunches for his children, Amit and Priya. He did this all with a quiet love. His family was his world. Rajesh worked tirelessly. He was a clerk at the local bank. His salary wasn't much, but he never complained. He wanted to provide for his family. He wanted them to have a good life. Rajesh had simple dreams. He dreamt of seeing Amit become a doctor. He dreamt of Priya becoming a teacher. He dreamt of growing old with Lata. His love for them was pure and unconditional. Each day, Rajesh returned home to a bustling household. He would listen to Amit's stories about school. He would help Priya with her homework. These were the moments he cherished. He lived for his family's happiness. Lata loved her husband, but life had become routine. She often forgot to thank him. She forgot to tell him how much she appreciated him. She was caught up in the daily grind. Amit was a teenager. He was focused on his friends and his studies. He didn't realize the sacrifices his father made. He took his father's love for granted. He didn't understand the depth of his father's love. Priya, the youngest, loved her father dearly. She would often hug him. She would tell him she loved him, but even she didn't fully grasp the extent of his sacrifices. She was too young to understand the weight of his love. Rajesh felt the distance. He felt the lack of appreciation, but he never complained. He never let it show. He bore his burden silently. His love for his family was stronger than his pain. Dinner was a cherished ritual. Rajesh would listen intently as Amit talked about his aspirations. He dreamt of becoming a pilot, soaring through the clouds. Priya, with sparkling eyes, would narrate stories from her favorite books. Lata would share snippets of her day, her voice filled with the familiar cadence of their life together. On Sundays, Rajesh would take his family to the park. He would watch with quiet joy as Amit and Priya played. He would hold Lata's hand, a silent promise of their enduring love. These moments were his treasures. Rajesh found joy in the smallest things. A cup of tea shared with Lata on a rainy morning, a playful wrestling match with Amit braiding Priya's hair. These were the threads that wove the tapestry of his happiness. Life wasn't perfect. There were arguments, disagreements, and moments of frustration. But through it all, Rajesh's love remained, unwavering, unconditional, a silent symphony of devotion. Lately, Rajesh had been tired. He had been experiencing pain, a persistent ache in his chest. He ignored it. He didn't want to worry his family. He continued to provide. He continued to love. He started taking extra shifts at work. He wanted to save for Amit's future. He wanted to buy Priya a new bicycle. He wanted to take Lata on a pilgrimage. He wanted to fulfill his responsibilities. He wanted to shower his family with love. The pain worsened. He started losing weight. He couldn't sleep at night. But he hid it well. He wore a smile for his family. He didn't want them to see his suffering. He didn't want to burden them. Rajesh knew his time was running short. He started writing letters. Letters to Lata, Amit and Priya. Letters filled with love, letters filled with regret. Letters he hoped he would never have to deliver. Life went on, oblivious to Rajesh's silent struggle. Lata got caught up in her routine. Amit was busy with his friends. Priya, immersed in her world of books, didn't notice her father's fading smile. One evening, Rajesh collapsed while working late. His colleagues rushed him to the hospital. He was gone before they could save him. A heart attack, silent and swift. The news reached Lata like a bolt from the blue. She couldn't comprehend. She couldn't accept. Her husband, her rock, was gone. A wave of guilt washed over her. She hadn't told him she loved him enough. Amit was devastated. His hero, his confidant, was gone. He was consumed by guilt. He had been so self-absorbed. He hadn't realized his father's silent suffering. He hadn't told him how much he loved him. Section 6. The day everything changed, the world stood still. The vibrant tapestry of life had faded to grey. The house, once filled with Rajesh's quiet love, felt eerily silent. His absence echoed in every corner. Lata, lost in a haze of grief, stumbled upon Rajesh's letters. As she read his words, her heart shattered. He had known, he had loved them unconditionally, even in his pain. Her tears flowed freely, a river of regret. Amit, his eyes filled with unshed tears, found his father's old watch. He clutched it to his chest, the cold metal a painful reminder of his father's absence. He wished he could turn back time. He wished he had expressed his love more. Priya, her innocent world shattered, held on to her father's worn-out sweater. The scent of him, faint but familiar, brought a fresh wave of grief. She wished she could hear his voice one more time. She wished she had told him how much he meant to her. Section 7. In the absence of love. The funeral was a blur. Friends and relatives offered condolences. Lata, Amit and Priya moved like automatons, their faces etched with grief. The world seemed to spin faster, yet their own world had come to a standstill. In the quiet aftermath, the weight of Rajesh's absence pressed down on them. Lata found it hard to breathe. Amit couldn't concentrate on his studies. Priya cried herself to sleep every night. Days turned into weeks. The pain of loss remained raw. Lata blamed herself. Amit retreated into himself. Priya sought solace in her memories. The house once filled with Rajesh's love felt empty and cold. They missed his laughter, they missed his stories, they missed his presence, they missed everything about him, but most of all, they missed his love. A love they hadn't fully appreciated until it was gone. Section 8. Whispers of Regret. One evening, Lata gathered Amit and Priya. With trembling hands, she shared Rajesh's letters. They sat together, their hearts heavy with regret as they read his words. Words of love, words of sacrifice, words of a broken heart. My dear Lata, Rajesh wrote, you are the love of my life. I cherish every moment with you. Forgive me if I haven't said it enough. Forgive me for not being able to give you the life you deserve. Amit's letter was filled with pride. My dear Amit, Rajesh wrote, you are my pride and joy. I believe in you. Chase your dreams. Never be afraid to fail. I love you more than words can express. Priya's letter was filled with tenderness. My sweet Priya, Rajesh wrote, you are my sunshine. You light up my world. Never stop smiling. Never stop believing in the power of love. I will always be with you in every beat of your heart. Section 9. Cherish every moment. Rajesh's words were a wake-up call. They realized the depth of his love. They realized the extent of their loss. They realized the importance of cherishing loved ones while they are still here. Life would never be the same without Rajesh. But his love continued to guide them. Lata learned to appreciate the little things. Amit strived to make his father proud. Priya lived her life with an open heart, spreading love wherever she went. Rajesh's story is a reminder to us all. A reminder to cherish our loved ones. A reminder to express our love before it's too late. A reminder that life is precious and fleeting. Let us not take it for granted. Let us live each day with love and gratitude, for in the end, love is all that matters.